Hello, my name is Charnal and I am going to demo my relational algebra query process assignment. What we have here is we have a class called relation, and this class basically represents a table in the database. It has the methods to perform, the select, project, join, union, and difference operations on a relation basically, so on a table. And then next one we have a parse relation method. So it basically takes a string representation of a relation and parses into a relation object. So it uses regular expression to extract the name, relation name, like table name, attributes, and tuples from the string that you input. So basically, you can create your own table, and this function will parse it into the relation object that that is needed here. And then we have another function that's called parse query. It basically takes a query and string representation of a query and then parses it into list of operations to be performed. It also uses regular expression to extract the operation name and the operation name and the arguments from the string. Um, and then we have the last method, which is the execute query method. So this function takes a dictionary of relations that and then the query that we would like to perform on that relation. So it executes the query on the relation and then returns the result as a new relation object. Okay, so you have an empty dictionary of relations, and then we will ask the user if they would like to enter a table or they would like to use the existing tables. Like automatically the system can automatically create the tables if you don't want to enter your own data. So these are the example tables that I have created. So if the user selects no, then it will automatically generate the table. And then if the user would like to enter new tables, you can do that by selecting a Y, by entering a Y. And then um, we can have certain queries that we can execute and get the result of the query after. Okay, so now we can test the program by executing it. So the program is saying, do you want to create your own tables? Inputting and we'll use sample data. So let's say we want to create our own table. So we do yes. And then it's going to ask me enter the table name. Let's say the first table name is going to be employees. Then what are the data or the attributes, column names that I want the table to have. So employee ID, name, age, and department ID. Then it's gonna ask me for the table row. So let's do E1, John 32, and then department 1. And then it's gonna ask me for the next row. For E2, let's do Jason, let's do 29 and D2. Okay, so anytime I don't wanna enter any values in the table, I wanna stop it. So I'll basically do E2 exit, and then it's gonna ask me if you wanna enter another table. So I can enter another table. Let's say it's departments, and I will add department ID and a department name. Let's say, right? Attribute department ID is D1, and I would add it to be sales, and then D2 marketing. Okay, and then exit, and then exit again. I don't want to add any other tables. Okay, so as you can see, the system has created these two tables with the following rows as the data. And then it's giving me example queries that I can use on this table. So let's try to execute one of the queries. So I will execute select age greater than 30 for employees table. And I should expect only one result from the employees table based on this specific condition. Okay, so when I entered it, it gave me a result that does match, the query. So age needs to be greater than 30, and it's giving me 32 here, which is the correct answer. We can add another queries, and we can execute more of them, but I don't have the good table data for that. We would have to add, like, I can do union and subtraction and difference and union of that. So I will basically restart the program, and we can use the sample tables that already exist. So I will go and restart it, clear the screen, and then I will use no. I don't want to create my own tables, and it's gonna create me the tables that I specified here, right? So it's gonna automatically create these tables for me. I have 4 tables, so I can test my queries on those tables. Of course, I can always create any new data that I want by selecting a yes here. So this program works with your own custom data as well. It's not always gonna work. It's not always gonna work only on the data that I hard coded. So you can create your own tables and achieve the same result. So okay, so these are the 4 tables: employees, departments, table 1 and table 2. So 4 tables I have. So we can test the queries that are there. So we'll do the first query, and it will give me one result because there is only one person with the age greater than 30 here. And then we can go and use this query to get another condition, basically where the department ID is 1 in the departments table. So I'm expecting this. I get this. Okay. And then we can go and use the project operation as well. So project name, age from employees. So basically give me the name and age. So John and this the second and third attribute column, basically from employees. So that's what I'm expecting here, and that's what I get. And then I can do a join as well between employees and departments on the department ID. So basically employees tables have department ID, and then department table have a department ID. So I can join these two tables on the department ID as well. So join employees department at department ID, and that's what it does. So it basically joined both these tables with each other. Okay, and then what's the next query? Next is I can union these two tables. So table 1 and table 2 have the exact same number of columns, and the values and the type of value in each attribute is same. It's an integer, so it should work. So I should be able to join these two tables if I want to. So I join these two tables, and it's giving me 3 rows here. So 1 and 2, and then 3, 4, and then 5, 6. So it's basically giving me a join of these two. And then I can also do a union of these two. Sorry, I can also do difference. So whatever is in table 1, that is not in table 2. So basically I basically subtract table 1 from table 2. So I should expect 3, 4 to be my answer. here if I subtract these two, and that's what I get, 3 4. And then I will do a difference of table 2 from table 1. So if I subtract table 2 from table 1, I should get 5 6 as an answer. Whatever is in table 2 that is not in table 1. Yeah, okay, so that was the demo. Thank you for watching.